flows to the one who knows how. Desire alone is not enough. Freedom is the right of all sentient beings. Megatron must be stopped, no matter the cost. Autobots, roll out! We cannot let the humans pay for our mistakes! Autobots! Now, reap the whirlwind! One shall stand, one shall fall.
But we get...
Oh, we're live, apparently, guys.
Oh.
Hi, everyone. Welcome to the stream.
Hello.
Got, unfortunately, no Deb this week, but you have me, Andrew, and Jairo, and Daniel, and we're going to cover some of the stuff for this week. We'll look at this week's event, answer some questions, give some shout-outs. Yeah.
Give away some crystals.
Oh, are we? I wasn't told about that part. I haven't been on the stream for a while, so who knows what kind of shenanigans everyone's been getting up to.
Normally we hide it from you.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Alrighty, so usually Deb starts off with some shoutouts, so I think we should probably do some shoutouts. You guys want to hop into the chat?
Yeah. Just saying hi to go back 80. Hello there, you too.
And we're gonna give out completely different shoutouts than Deb normally does because I don't know the regulars, so maybe some guys will get some.
Let's go
some new
for
credit.
random here.
Let's go through the list.
Well, these people are being really nice to us. So I'm gonna say hi to Not a Cat Few and Techno Angel X because using our names and being nice.
Yeah.
Shout out to Creep Lightning, Laserhorn 2356.
Laserhorn?
This is going to be interesting, Laserhorn.
That's a great name. I actually really like that one. I don't know why.
Blank Slate is saying, in for the win. We are here for the win too.
The Penguin God. Hello, dudes.
Okay.
Let's see. Let's do a few more. Laserhorn is still talking. Unfortunately, Sunstreaker Waza, Adam is not here right now. He's on a little vacation. He's getting some well-deserved R&R. So yeah, unfortunately, we don't have Adam to hear, for all the designer deets and all that energy he has. So hopefully, we can try and stay as energetic as Adam and not let things get too dull.
Let's make out the voices, no? As far as I know, he's having very nice Guinness right now. So
yes, I'm sure he's having a good time. Alrighty, we are actually, Pablo is helping us behind the scenes with all of the streaming. We are not entirely set up for all the platforms, so we're mostly focusing on Twitch. We'll try to, if we need to, dive into the other platforms to get over there, but if you are on one of the other platforms that isn't Twitch, we may not be monitoring chat as closely as we normally would, because normally Deb handles that.
We are lost.
We are lost. Alrighty, so I guess we'll just dive right into it. We're going to be talking about the event for this weekend, which is this man right here.
Ultimate Weapon. That's it.
Yes. So what is the ultimate weapon?
Yeah, so you will see that we are introducing some small characters around the base and the storyline. And we'll be introducing Grenzix for finally. You have been hearing from them, from Adam. So
how could you not?
There. Yeah, I don't know if I can make the voice he does.
Oh, don't even. We won't do it the credit. We won't do it the credit.
Okay.
So I'm just going to. The fun little fact about Kremzik is the audio in game is Adam. That is Adam doing that, and he was so excited about it. So when you hear your Kremzik booster going Kremzik, it is Adam. So.
Oh yeah. Actually, sometimes we are just working at the office and you can hear at the background like Kremzik.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it will be an Alliance tournament.
But do we want to hop in game and show the
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
Oh, shout out to Prime Time. He's back again. Yeah, different look today, Prime Time. Too much black last week, don't you think?
Can we get in game, Pablo?
Yes, we can.
Sorry, guys. It takes us a little longer this week. We're in game.
Yes.
All right. So, Jairo, go ahead. You can take the reins.
Yeah, so look at this guy here, so electrical and glowing. So these are the Crimsics. Ideally, this event will introduce them as special battle boosters. You can get quite a lot of them, a total of 20 red Crimsics and then 10 purple Crimsics. And what do they do? So red Crimsic is a special, very straightforward Crimsic, battle booster that you can launch it on the base of your enemy base. It will make damage per second to the buildings, and then if that building is destroyed, it will jump to another building and start damage again, but it has a time limitation. So every time it jumps, it increases the time for 1 second. That means it's very powerful. It's very powerful just to go full in and destroying as much as possible of the enemy's base. Then we have the purple Crimsic. So purple Crimsic is more for tactical attacks, because actually what it does, it hacks defense, as some of the skills of the bots, but once the defense is defeated, if it's defeated inside the time of the duration of the boss, it will jump to another defense. So it pretty much can turn around the battle in your winning pose.
Yeah, the hacking one sounds pretty strong.
Yeah, it is.
Especially if you pair it with some like airstrikes and some single target offensive abilities. Yeah. So I mean, the Kremzeeks is there were some questions on production on our company, like, is Kremzeek is that strong enough content to do events around? And we're like, we think so. We're trying to have some fun. So hopefully, if you like the Kremzeeks and you like the kind of really G1 hardcore stuff, let us know, because we're really into, giving the series credit and pulling out some of the more obscure stuff. So if you like that, we always appreciate a shout out for that appreciation. But yeah, so this weekend's a pretty simple event.
Yeah.
We can give you a little bit of forewarning. There will be some more Kremzik stuff coming in the future.
Mm-hmm.
We have, if you are, keeping your eyes open, looking at the news feeds, or you get any of the newsletters, you might see that there are some different colored Kremziks.
Oh yeah, there are some hints in there.
So yeah, we would definitely value any feedback on the Kremziks after the event. So let us know in next week's stream or anywhere else, and we'll take it into consideration as we plan more Kremzik events.
Oh
So,
yeah.
we've talked about the event,
The best is yet to come.
and we actually talked about the event really fast, so we probably need to fill some time.
Okay. Ask the Matrix.
Well, let's see.
Yeah. Well, maybe we can explain different rewards. It's the kind of the setup you like, guys. Having some spark, some 3-star shards, 4-star shards. So yeah, it's pretty interesting. I mean, it's not a very hard event, but it's worth. So yeah, come in this weekend and participate.
How many shards is it? 500, 4 stars?
That is correct. Actually, it's quite a lot.
It's quite fun.
What about well, we don't want to spoil any of the storyline. I don't want to do that. That's no fun. I mean, the storyline will be available for the players tomorrow, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we can win on that. I mean, they're Kremziks. We have a bit of a silly storyline ready for you guys. We'll have some fun with it. If you don't know the Kremziks, they are from a G1 episode, so you can look up your history on TF Wiki, or heck, if you have the episodes, rewatch it before the event. We watched it. It's ridiculous.
They're accidentally created by Megatron and Starscream.
Yeah.
Spoilers.
All right. Well,
Spoilers.
if you hadn't reacted, we wouldn't have been a problem. Anyways, ignoring what happened on our side right there, if you just
Nothing happened.
nothing happened, that's
Yeah.
fine.
Nice.
Yeah.
Let's continue.
So we could do the Ask the Matrix.
Yeah.
You want to do that now? I think either that or let's do that. Because to be honest, there isn't too much to talk about the event. It's fairly straightforward. You guys have seen these smaller events like this before. We have a more robust event planned for next weekend. And then after that, we have some even more fun stuff. But
Huge stuff.
huge stuff. All right, so let's do Ask the Matrix.
Hello everyone, my name's Dan. I'm the Games Operation Manager for Transformers Earth Wars, and welcome to Ask the Matrix. Christopher Meyer has asked, here's a technical one for you guys. If I use Beast Wars Megatron battle orders while Armada Megatron is in ricochet mode, would he prioritise defensive weapons or still shoot the closest thing? Well Christopher, the discs themselves are actually independent entities. They are not affected by the orders at all. We can make them prioritise things, and in fact we make them prioritise targets that are not walls. But if there isn't a non-wall target in the area, they will bounce off the walls to keep going. A question from Richard Champion. He asks, is it possible to change the abilities of the shock mines to fire or poison damage? Well, this is a great idea, Richard, and in fact we're doing something very similar with the power core feature that we're building at the moment. We have power cores that you will be able to attach to your defensive buildings, such as mortars, which will turn their rounds into fire rounds. So once they hit the enemy, they'll explode on impact and leave a fire dot on the bot that hits. Question from Bahamut Slayer. When can we expect more aerial type bots? It's been a while now and we've had quite a few special and warrior types. Well Bahamut, we're actually working on 2 aerial bots right now and they'll be done very soon, so stay tuned for more news. Question from Stephen P. Gentry. He asks, I like the stories. Is it possible to add the story elements together for a previous event to your YouTube channel? That way it will allow me to catch up if I miss anything. Yes, and in fact this week will be the first time we do this. Make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel, Facebook page and check out our Twitter feed. Question from JoeMonkey27. Will you be adding any more Beast Wars characters like Rampage or Death Charge or the Combiner Magnaboss? To put it simply, yes. Yes we will. Beast Wars we know our fans love and we love to do them as well. In fact, something will be coming very soon, so stay tuned. Thank you for tuning in guys. If you have any questions for the next Ask the Matrix, please leave them in the comments below.
Till all are one.
Welcome back.
Awesome Ask the Matrix, Daniel. How was that? Did you enjoy the filming process?
Not really.
I was gonna say I did not enjoy my filming process. Pablo probably remembers me just like getting really angry and swearing at myself because I had to redo all the takes.
Yeah, yeah. I should have put my glasses on because I couldn't see a damn thing. But
the Ask the Matrix will be up on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter tomorrow. So if you want to see that when it comes out or get any updates from us, please follow us on any of those social media platforms. And if you have any questions about any of the content of Ask the Matrix that you just saw, pop it in chat. We've got Daniel right here. You've got Jairo and myself. We can try and answer those if it's related to Ask the Matrix.
Yep.
Alrighty. So, I guess I totally forgot what we were gonna do now. We're gonna do some Q&A.
Q&A, yeah.
All right. So yeah, if you have any questions for Ask the Matrix, throw them in chat. If you have any questions for anything else, throw it in chat. So yeah, Daniel will pull up some questions. We'll keep an eye on, again, we're mostly on Twitch we're only on Twitch right now. So apologies if you are on Facebook or any of the mobile platforms, but we are not set up as well as Dev for that. So we'll keep an eye on Twitch. So if you have any questions, please pop them in the chat. In the meantime.
Yes, there's a question about the next week's XP events. Maybe you want to talk about that, or is it too early?
Which one?
Any news on next week's XP event?
Next week's event.
Next week's event will be special in some ways. It will be continuing with the Crimson Saga, but for the first time, well, not the first time, but we'll have more XP than ever. So this is an event that's been aimed for every player, but especially for the ones that are starting now or they want to raise their bots very quickly. So it will help to have them a good push up towards success, having strong bots as everybody else, and basically it will be something fun because the results will be very fast, right? They're doing some battles because we have this extra XP. It's more than the usual, it's more than the extra XP events. So for the first time it will be a lot of XP. And yeah, we believe this will be fun because you will be able to quickly get your bots upgraded. strategy.
Yeah. There's actually a really good one that gives us some content to talk about. Giota320 asked if we can go over the changes in today's content push. So I believe they're referring to some of the changes to the bots. So that I think that'd be really good content for us to go over because it is so important to everyone, and we are trying to communicate that better. So, Fredo, if you could bring that up, I'd prefer not to do it from memory, because then we can have the actual numbers.
You should know that from memory.
Oh yeah, I shouldn't I?
Here.
All right, so. Well, we can just like each do one. So I'll do the first one, Jairo, you can do the next one, Dan can do one, and that way we just round robin.
And then Pablo?
If he wants, it's up to him. So the first one is for Seismic Charge, which is Slog and Struxus. And basically, we decreased the ability cost by 1 point. So it went from costing 8 ability points to 7. And the main reason for this was the ability was more situational. So it wasn't quite getting used as much as we'd hoped. Originally, our intention when we added Slog and Strax's ability was there were a lot of what players call the time trap bases, and we adopted that terminology. And we felt that the time traps just weren't really that fun, and so we wanted to try and shift the meta of the game. So we were like, hey, let's make some bots that just destroy walls, that are like really good at destroying walls. Now. This was actually kind of tough to balance because the first couple of ideas were just like way too strong. So Slog and Shocks is what they came out to, and it's a little situational now, a little less impactful than we'd hoped on the meta. So making the ability a bit cheaper, I think, is a good call.
The next one was deploy minions for Blaster and Soundwave. We've doubled the cast range from 6 to 12. So this change will make it a lot easier for you to direct your minions and give it better balance.
Yeah, I really like that one because I always felt like they were so close that, and my phone's getting older, so if I'm in like the heat of battle, sometimes I start to lose some frames, and I'm like, oh no, it's too small, I can't. So yeah, I'm really happy with that one.
Yeah, they feel like bodyguards because they stay like close to them, but that's not the goal. They should be attacking and saving them.
Yeah,
like real minions.
It's just like double the range now. So that's good.
Well, you got the tough one.
Yeah, I got the tough one. So next change, it's about Cap and then they are very strong bots. So it's about their ability, orbital bounce. The changes is that we decrease the cast range by 10%. In numbers, that's from 20 to 18. And we have increased their ability cost by 1 every time you use it. That has a reason. And some would say they were too OP. And mostly because this ability gives an immense strategic advantage, and it's very powerful because it also applies the shield. So we have carefully evaluated the performance of these bots with the previous course and the previous range, and we have realized that they needed some tweaks. They were too powerful, so unfortunately we had to adjust them, and this is fair for all players, this is fair to the battles, so it's something good for everybody. They are still very good, they are still very OP, but now it's more fair to battle with them. So next one.
Alright, so this is the last one. It's for Release the Hound / Hollow Assault. This is for Hound and Dragstrip's ability. We reduced the ability cost by 1 from 7 to 8. And this is pretty much because people weren't using the ability.
Yeah.
Some of the people on the team were like, oh, I don't like that ability. And Adam was always like, no, it's good, it's good. Adam has such a different perspective than a lot of people on the game because he's done the numbers, he's done the math. He knows when abilities are empirically stronger or weaker. And so he wanted to make it cost a little less so that hopefully more people use this ability just because we feel it's undervalued. This is very similar to Octopunch and Sea Spray's Whirlwind.
Oh, yeah.
Like if you watch Adam play with that, you're like, wow, that. And we've seen there were some player videos online doing some really good demonstrations of Whirlwind. Give it a try, and hopefully you like it a bit more. Otherwise, we'll keep taking the feedback on it. So I did see one question that I wanted to answer really quick. The Green Bean 79 asked how many weeks in this saga. So this saga is actually only 2 weeks. Because Kremzik is just a booster, we didn't want to spend a lot of time on it. We wanted to get right back into something a bit larger, a bit more grander in the scheme of things. So this will be a nice short 2-week saga, and then we'll hop into something else.
Yeah.
Hawk Timus asks, why is the ability cost maxed out at 30?
The ability cost.
The total ability points that you can get. Maxed out at 30. I guess it's so you can't spam.
This is one of those questions that would be really good on Adam. I can really only speculate because this would have been a decision that had been made in pre-production, over 2 years ago, kind of. Generally, I would guess the reason is so that players are actively using abilities and spells and more engaged in the battle. Otherwise, we might end up in a scenario where you drop all your bots, you destroy 25% of the base, and then you just go Star Saber, Star Saber, Star Saber, Star Saber, and it's not really fun. That would be my guess, but I can only guess at this point. We would need Chris or Adam.
Oginza 111. Can you start showing war lineups? He hates having to ask enemies, including stats per base won or lost.
So this gets requested a lot. It's not quite that simple. To be honest, this would require quite a bit of dev time you'd have a bit more information, but it wouldn't actually change the game for you. So generally when we decide what to do on the game, we want things that actually change the game rather than just making things a little easier. There are definitely quick wins that make things easier. In this regard, this would be slightly deprioritized because it's more work than the benefit. We have some really exciting stuff we want to look at, and this would just slow that down. So that's why it hasn't been done yet. Not to say it will never get done, but it's on our list.
Also, Gins, don't use all caps. That's not good.
Yeah, there were a lot of all caps. I'm kind of ignoring the all caps questions because in my mind, I'm old school internet. So if you use all caps, you're shouting at me.
Screaming at us,
and so a nicely phrased question is definitely going to get my attention over all caps.
No, he actually likes to write in all caps.
Okay, so we can answer screaming.
That might actually make the stream more fun for me, but we might break the mic. Let's see.
Someone asking about power cores.
Power cores. What about them?
When are they coming, and any information on them? I've actually got a few little bits that we can say.
Oh, really? You've got some approved PR?
Yeah.
Sound bites?
So I've got 2 examples of power cores for defences and 2 examples for bots. So one example would be incendiary mortar shells. Now these will replace your normal mortar shells. They would deal fire damage over time, over 6 seconds, but they would stop doing a knockback. We've also got guided single target missiles. Now these missiles would target a certain enemy and lock onto that enemy. They would do 100% accuracy, so they would never miss, but they wouldn't do any area of effect splash damage. For the bots, we've got a power core that does health regeneration, so your health would regen every 10 seconds for a certain percentage of your health. And flak jacket cores, they would protect your gunners and reduce the damage caused to them by mortars and missile launch and damage. So that is just a little peek at 4 cores coming, and there's a lot more.
I don't know how the missile launcher power core will look, but it would be so cool if it turns the missiles into some kind of beams that merge into a bigger beam and then it launches the laser, kind of like Death Star attack.
Like a combo laser would be cool. All your lasers meet in a point and then just.
But then it wouldn't be a missile launcher. So.
Yeah, that's true.
Maybe an idea for our next.
It sounds cool. The guided single one sounds cool. It sounds like it's got a lot of tactical use for it.
Oh, yeah.
Especially on double healer teams. You can take out a healer quickly. You're going to have a chance of winning.
As far as the timeline on power cores, it's still in development, and so we can't say. Sometimes things end quicker than we expect, sometimes they take longer. We want to make sure that it's really polished and rock solid before we release it, so the easiest answer is it'll be done when it's done, and we want to get it out as soon as possible, obviously, so that you guys can start playing with it and we can make it even better with your feedback. So
Yeah.
As soon as possible.
Also, it will work a lot with the parameter. It will change things, and we want it to work perfectly, so it doesn't get crazy. But yeah, just well done.
So there's been a couple of you asking about campaigns. Specifically, I'm looking at Laserhorn 2356 was the one that caught my eye. Shout out to everyone else asking about campaigns. We do actually have some new campaigns coming soonish. I don't want to spoil any more than that, but in general, I think Adam's probably touched on this before, but campaigns take a lot of work. But we did build some technology to make so that we can make campaigns a bit more interesting and a bit quicker. So you might see a few more of those. We're also talking about doing some like one-off kind of campaigns you can do that Death Star maybe for the weekend or things like that. So keep an eye out for that.
Yeah, some cool stuff.
Yeah, the Power Chords campaign has been already unveiled, so you can mention that.
There's a Power Chord campaign. Why did they show that already? Man, you guys need supervision on this stream. What has been going on while I'm gone?
That was
Adam.
Ask the Matrix 2.
Adam drinks his tea and that's it, the secret's flying.
Is that tea for real?
I think it's coffee.
We need a banner like spoiler alert.
Goldbug80 asked, any possibility of getting Wreckgar? Wreckgar is really funny because he comes up every time we talk about new bots, and every time there's like a split between you either love his mustache or you hate it. And like, I swear to God, this is the reason he is not in the game yet, is because he has a mustache. Like, everyone's like, isn't it weird for a robot to have facial hair? And the other guy's like, well, what about, is it Scourge or Cyclonus? Yeah, it might be Cyclonus has.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, well, you know, it's not this little curly mustache. But Wreckgar, he's on our list. He constantly floats to the top and then gets kind of pushed down when we find something else really cool. But yeah, if you do want Wreckgar, you know, make sure your voice is heard. Throw it out in chat. You know, get him to stream. Let us know, because we do really like try to gauge players' interest in the bots we're making. Sometimes we're like, we're gonna make this bot no matter what, because it's awesome. But if you guys really want something,
Bruiser25, get to the event awards already. We've already done the event awards.
Yep.
Should we have another quick look just for Bruiser?
we can.
Yep.
I have no problem with that. Do you wanna? Can we swap back to the iPad? All right.
Here we go, Bruiser. Keep your eyes out.
So, the event rewards are. You want to do it? I think you should do it. It's your event.
So we are introducing the Crimzik. So the first reward will be a red Crimzik. It's a battle booster that will burn some of the buildings, and whenever a building explodes or it gets destroyed, it will jump to another building. Of course, it has some limitations. It can jump forever, and it's up to 4 times. Yeah, 4 times. So next we will have Spark, 3-star shards. Story reward. As usual, we like to introduce this part of the story inside the event, so you have something to watch and something to go on, because you can develop the full story. Stories also have a lot of effort behind. We have people writing them. We have very cool animations. We'll have Crimziks in there, so it's a good stuff to add. More red Crimziks, 5-star shards. You like these guys, and we like to add them. Then purple Crimzik. Purple Crimzik, it's also seen like very powerful because it can hack a defense, and once the defense, or if the defense is destroyed, it will jump to another one. That's up to 4 times already. So yeah, with a very well-planned strategy, you can really make a lot of damage there. Continuing, we'll have more Spark, 3-star shards, Crimziks, 4-star shards, and it goes up and up and up. In a total of 1,000 3-star shards, 500 4-star shards, so it's quite a lot actually. You don't need a lot of events to actually unlock the crystal. And then a total of 20 red Crimziks. Also remember, you can use them as soon as you have them, so you can help to go through the event. And also 10 purple Crimziks that are very cool. And that's the rewards for this week.
Cool. Nice quick recap again.
Oh, just to add, the change to the combiner to stop them charging through the scenery, where it cannot no longer target bots, is only temporary. Adam will work on finding a fix for it. But at the moment, that's just the way it's going to be. Just so you know.
That sounds pretty important. We should probably mention that again before we end the stream.
Yeah, it's only temporary. So it's not
Haskell.
It's not going to stay.
It's a question about Haskell. If you can talk about that.
What was the question?
Who's going to Haskell and...
Okay, so someone asked about HasCon and Pablo's whispering to us about it. So we will have some representatives from HasCon. I believe Pablo and Adam are going. So we'll be we are working with Hasbro. We'll have a little booth set up. You can talk to Adam in person if you want. You'll see he really is exactly like he appears on stream.
Make sure you've got a couple of hours free.
Yeah. He's great to talk to. If you are passionate about the game or Transformers, he will be glad to be passionate with you. And they'll be showing off some new stuff coming up. So if you want a sneak peek of what's going to be coming up, and you're going to HasCon, be sure you stop by our booth.
Some good stuff.
Yep.
Make sure you...
And they can meet Paulo for the first time in life and know his face.
They won't tune in again if they meet Pablo.
Adam is going to be in the panel as well.
Oh, Adam will also be in the panel.
Yes.
Which panel?
On Sunday.
So Adam will be on the panel on Sunday at HasCon. So, you can you'll probably have all kinds of juicy little stories about what we did right, what we did wrong, where we made mistakes, all the embarrassing stuff, I'm sure. So I saw a question I'd like to answer from TD1030. They asked, and another one that a couple of people have asked, will it ever be possible to attain the other factions' combiners? So we actually were talking about this today on the team. Giannis from QA was like, could we do this? I was like, because it's actually really not that easy. Unfortunately, this is one of those things where the whole flow of combiners, where you choose the one and you turn them on and then you go into battle with it, it's not hooked up to the alt faction at all. So implementing this would actually be a big task. And so we looked at some data and we found that the majority of players are playing with their original faction for the most part. And so we think the biggest benefit is to focus on your main faction and those combiners. So this kind of falls under the category of, it's on our radar, it's bigger, it's a bigger task than it seems, but we haven't forgotten about it. But if it happens, it's going to be a while, if at all. So I wish it was easier, but it's not. Alright, any other questions you guys are seeing?
Yeah.
Well, there's a lot of questions about Motormaster. I'm guessing everyone's already figured out that, there's another combiner set that just happens to be missing one pod. I think what is it? It's Menasor? Is that it? Is that Menasor? I mean, it's probably coming soon. Probably.
Big things are coming soon.
Big things.
Oh, there's those. It's almost like you guys are psychic sometimes when I read these questions. It's like, we're thinking the same thing.
Still more questions about extra slots, squad slots?
Yeah, so for squad slots, the way they're programmed, we can only add more squad slots based on your total power, on your total squad power. So there isn't, we'd have to, again, it would require code time. And I think we're up to, 8 squad slots now? Is it? We added one at the anniversary. We were way too quiet about that, we realized afterwards. We kind of added it and hey, we should have put that in the news feed and everything. So, yeah, that's our bad.
9 squad slots.
Or up to 9, yeah. I thought we had a bunch.
I'm up to about 6.
Yeah, so I understand there is definitely a game design component to not having too many squad slots. I know that from a player perspective, it would be a lot easier if you just had as many as you wanted and you could set them all up and rotate through them. But we do have a lot of economy and fuel cells to consider and this kind of stuff. We'll probably add more over time, but it's always going to be connected to your max squad power. It's how it's programmed. So if we do add one, we tend to do squad slots when we look at the average number of bots that most players own, or as the average amongst the whole population of squad power increases, and we're like, okay, the whole player base needs another squad slot, or we'll add it for something like, you know, the 1-year anniversary or maybe Christmas or something like that. It is being requested a lot though, so it's definitely at the top of our list. It's fairly easy to add as long as we don't change it off of squad power, so we will keep it in mind. But yeah, 9 squads, that's a lot.
That's a lot, yeah.
Yeah.
I just got 6 and it took me ages.
Well, we're definitely not as hardcore as these guys. They're way better at the game than we are, so I will keep it in mind knowing you're better at the game than I am.
Yeah, indeed.
So 5 minutes and we give away.
Okay, so we have Shentor asking for events with 4 and 5-star shards. Yeah, keep in tune because it will be happening at some point. We know it's very popular, the community, you love them. So yeah, something will happen soon. So just saying that.
Oh, one of my favorite questions, because I get to answer this in my favorite way. How 22 Wolf Ninja asks, can there be more ways to get cyber coins? No.
Oh.
That's my favorite way to answer a question. No. So I think we covered this a bit in my Ask the Matrix, but in general, the game is designed where cyber coins let you bypass some of the things that you otherwise wouldn't want to sit through, and to get that privilege of bypassing things, we make the exchange of they are rare and they're exclusive, and they're for the people who are really looking for that. So it kind of breaks our economy to throw them in lots of places. We totally understand that the cyber coins and the achievements kind of feel a bit lackluster. We've talked about this many times. But yeah, in general, you're not going to see cyber coins entering events ever. I would throw a hissy fit if they did. You get lots of other free stuff, but not cyber coins, sorry.
Cool. Another question, Domino's Temporals is asking, power cores are a time-limited boss or a permanent upgrade to whatever defense you use it on? I think we can answer that, right?
I think you can answer that, because that's a good one to answer.
Oh yeah. Basically, it's a permanent. It's a permanent boost you will apply to a bot or defense. And can we say you can upgrade it too? Yeah, I just said it.
Yeah,
you can upgrade it. So it's something that will really change the way people play.
It's permanent.
Yeah.
Yes.
But you can remove them if you need to.
Yes. Mm-hmm. There's more will come on that. I don't want to accidentally spill the beans.
Yeah, we're going to end up spilling the whole bucket.
It's something good. We should tell them.
Dad, come back quick.
Well, it is good. I think it is good to say that they are not temporary; that they are permanent,
Yeah.
and that when it does come out and you interact with it, that it's all like progressive and building and good.
Giveaways.
You want to do your giveaways now, Daniel? I'm just gonna opt out because this is my least favorite part of the stream. So I'll just sit here rolling my eyes and sighing heavily.
First question is an easy one. I was going to do hard ones for you, like I said last week, but Pablo complained that they were too hard. So we've got an easy one and a medium one. I will get a hard one, and I won't tell Pablo about it. I'll just read it. Anyway, which Transformers accidentally created the Kremzeeks?
Not to spoil
And-
the first half of the stream.
What do we need for when they reply?
Name, in-game name,
In-game
alliance,
name, alliance name,
HQ level.
and HQ level in your answers, please. Otherwise, no goodie.
Okay. So the question is, which specific bots created accidentally the Crimson?
We didn't mention it at the beginning.
No, not at all.
I have my Men in Black pencil.
Paulo, are you watching the chat?
Which one are you checking?
Are you checking for the?
I'm watching for the chat. We normally give them like a minute or so, and then we do a random pick.
Oh, I see.
I'm checking YouTube and Facebook. Okay.
Alrighty.
30 seconds left.
Okay.
So while we let you guys all answer, I'm going to just reiterate some points that we've covered on the stream. The first one I'll cover is that yes, we are going to HasCon. and we will be sending Pablo and Adam. We'll have a booth, and Adam will also be part of the panel on Sunday during the convention, answering questions, sharing stories, etc. Another one is that there is currently a fix for combiners to stop them from running places that they shouldn't run. This is temporary. We understand that it's not ideal, that you want to be able to target what you want to be able to target with your combiners, and that we wanted to fix the bug and stop the game from breaking as quickly as possible. And when Adam is back from his lovely vacation that he's on right now, he's going to fix that problem, and we can hopefully release a fix for that very soon.
At least you can use your combiner instead of it just disappearing.
Exactly.
And then
So,
not using it.
The slight inconvenience now is to avoid a bug, and we'll fix it as soon as possible.
Right, picking an answer.
Yeah.
Do you want to pick you can pick Jairo.
I'm picking YouTube and Facebook.
Ready? Put your finger on it.
Which one? Oh.
On the screen. Okay. So that is
No, that's a question.
that is a question. That is a question, and the nearest one is. Oh, congratulations, Ugert, 1983. The correct answer. Is it safe to say?
Yes.
At this point, it is.
The correct answer is what I said earlier. Megatron and Starscream accidentally created the Kremziks. So, congratulations, Ugert, 1983.
Send me the names.
Oh yeah. If you don't receive your crystal by tomorrow, don't worry, it's coming. No need to panic.
Yeah. We won't forget, don't worry.
We won't forget, but Pablo might.
Wow, that's just throw him under the bus there. Don't
We won't forget to tell Paula.
That's good.
It'll get done.
Okay.
Do you want to do your next question, then we can answer some questions while they submit their answers?
Okay. Question 2. Which Transformers featured on the front cover of Marvel UK comic number 202? Marvel UK comic number 202. Which 2 Transformers featured on the front cover?
Oh, yeah.
All right. That one's going to be a Google if I have ever heard one. So while you guys all tab, I'm going to answer a question. Scouch85 asked, when will you release all of the changes to bots, Dead End, Shockwave, DriveTrick, etc. in print instead of just on Twitch? So we have a news feed being translated that we want to get up live in game, so that everyone can use that as a reference to see the exact changes and be informed. We also plan to do that from now on. So when we do make changes to the bots, there should be an accompanying news feed, and in the future it should be more on time with the changes going live. So apologize for the slight delay on this news feed, but we do want to get that information out to you guys because it's just so relevant to you.
Don't forget your player name, alliance name, and HQ level.
Or no.
So
Or no
to-
price.
To repeat the question, it is which Transformers featured on the front cover of the Marvel UK comic number 202? 202. All right, let me see if I can find another question while we do that. Scrolling. Oh man, everyone's just trying to win stuff.
So Primetime is asking why are the bots attracted to walls?
Why are the bots attracted to walls? Well, when a bot and a wall fall in love. So the answer is that they are attracted to all buildings. Defenses, buildings, build bots, walls, they're attracted to everything. And what it depends on is the distance to the objects, the way it's programmed is kind of like the bots choose a path and then they analyze how resistant is that path to them just walking through it. And so if they find a path of least resistance, they might walk around the wall and attack something else. But if the resistance calculation to get to the building behind the wall is less by going through the wall than it is to walk around them, they'll do that. It's all coded, it's all very logical. Sometimes, our bots don't have real brains, so sometimes they appear to behave illogically, but if you look at the code, they're always spot on. So everyone's attracted to walls and other buildings.
And if you mean by if they're stuck on walls, we do make improvements to that.
If your bot gets stuck on a wall, if you can, contact us and let us know, give us the information that customer support asks for, then we are constantly trying to fix little bugs like that.
Okay, answer time. Go, alright. Go. Oh, here we go. Oh. Okay, so.
It's very scientific.
Congratulations, Zentor of Titan Slayers.
It's a good name.
It's a good line name, yeah.
Can I say the answer?
Yes.
The correct answer was Galvatron and Megatron. Were on the front cover of Marvel UK number 202.
What is it?
There was actually only 80 Marvel US comics and over 300 Marvel UK comics.
Really?
Go UK.
That's why Chris is such a big fan, because there was the UK comics, he used to read them.
Almost 4 times the amount of comics were released in the UK. Now.
Okay.
People are comparing me to Spock now because I was overly logical in my answer. Swans are very intelligent creatures. That's all I'm going to say.
Swans. But can swans do this? No, they can't.
Swan technique.
Okay.
Let's see. Where are we at? So, looking at the time, we still have some time. We'll wrap up, cover some of the stuff, and then we'll probably just fill the rest of the time with QA. So to wrap up, correct me if I missed anything, there was a content update, which made some changes to some of your favorite bots, like Slog and Straxus, Hound and Dragstrip,
Double
Combiner,
increased range on your Soundwave minions.
Soundwave and Blaster, Cup and Dead End, and there will be a newsfeed out soon with that all in text, so that you can reference that and share, and everyone can be informed. We will be at HasCon. It's in September.
September 8th.
September 8th. Adam and Pablo will be there. We will have a booth with the gang demoing some unreleased content. So that'll be awesome. Adam will also be on the panel on Sunday, answering questions and sharing stories. We also, I totally just blanked, we have an event this weekend.
Yeah.
It's the beginning of the Kremzig saga. It's a 2-week-long saga introducing Kremzig from the G1 episode. So we hope you have some fun with that. The Kremzigs are meant to be fun. Let us know if you don't have fun, because they're meant to be fun. So we want them to be fun. If that means that Adam has to make some changes to them, maybe we can make them a bit crazier, because they're supposed to be fun.
Also, don't miss out the art for the event, because it's amazing. I really like this one, where you can see all these Kremzigs, colorful, and it's a very nice scene. So
yeah, that was made by one of our artists named Alex, and it's fantastic. It's in the news feed.
He's the best.
He posted it in our art review chat, and everyone just lost their mind. We were like, "Oh my god, this is so good! How did you make this in 3 days?" So I actually asked. I wanted him to share it with the company on Friday, because I think everyone should see it and be. Actually, I want it as a wallpaper. I really want it as a wallpaper because it's awesome. Is there anything else I missed for recap?
I don't think so. No.
All right, so I guess we have
5 minutes.
We have about 5 minutes left. So if you have any other questions, throw them in chat. We'll kind of just pick them up as we go. Maybe we'll pick up some hard ones. Maybe we'll avoid some in all caps. So I see one.
Oh, what is the ratio of Autobots to Decepticons?
As in players?
You can actually see that.
Yeah, we have it on a monitor. I don't know if we want to share that though.
No?
I feel like this might upset some people.
You can say there's more than one.
Yeah, I mean, there's
it doesn't matter. The Decepticons are the best. So
yeah, I mean, to
just
be
say
honest, Decepticon player, Decepticon player, Decepticon player, Decepticon player.
Down with the red.
I mean, we have basically got all Decepticons, and we all have different reasons for playing. I play Decepticon because I just think Optimus Prime is too righteous. And Ultra Magnus and Star Saber, I literally, when I had to write text for them in their dialogues or add them down, oh god. They're so, goody-goody, it's gross. So I'm a big fan of, Megatron and Galvatron. Yeah. There are more Autobots than Decepticons, but yeah, we'll keep the numbers so no one gets their feelings hurt.
When is Deborah coming back?
When is Deb coming? What? You know what? I don't even want to answer this because I feel like this is saying we're not doing a good enough job. I think Deb is back next week. Is she back next week? Yeah, she'll be back next week. You know, things will be back on track.
Oh, rejoice.
We'll start 15 minutes late because her laptop's not set up, but at least we'll know all of our social media channels to pitch and we'll be watching the other chats. So Deb will be back next week. Sorry, we're not good enough for you. Thank you.
Adam too. Adam's coming back as
yes,
well.
Adam as well. Adam is on vacation and he will be back. He'll be all rested, which means he'll be like brimming with energy, so that'll be a good one. Let's see.
We have been awesome this week. Thank you, Lugnut. That's a good name, Lugnut. Is there a transformer called Lugnut?
Oh, here's a good question I'd like to answer actually. Goldbug80 asks, will Crimson boosters be available outside of the event, or will it be like the mini sharks? Assume it's going to be like Sharkticons. That's kind of what makes the event fun. It makes it about Kremzik. So if we were putting Kremzik boosters all over the place, you know, it wouldn't feel special or interesting when it came up. And we all know how useful those Sharkticon boosters are. Like they're
Can we demo a Kremzik? Do we have one?
I don't know if we're set up for it. That would have been an excellent idea.
That would have been it.
Yeah.
I think has Adam showed one?
No.
All right. Next week we'll definitely demo some because
We'll demo some new ones.
Yeah, we'll have
Because
some.
obviously
we'll have
you'll
some
know
for you.
what these ones are like.
That's an excellent idea we should have thought of.
Yeah.
Well played. The Assassinate-8er asks, can we go back to Crystal City? Yeah, we love the Crystal City format. There will definitely be one coming up sometime in the future. The way we kind of mix things up is we like to pull it in every so often, so we like to have a nice rest from it because the Crystal City is like really generous on our part. Like I remember when we first ran, I was like, this is too much. But it's really good for the game. It's good to get 4 stars into other players' hands, and everyone really likes it. So yeah, we will run another one soonish. I can't tell you exactly when, but yeah, just like 5-star shard event, both of those we have plans to run again, so they will come. But both of these events, they're obviously you guys are asking for them because the prizes are good, and we know that. And if we ran them too often, then the prizes wouldn't be good anymore. So you know, they will come.
Tritonius says, we need Deb, because she is the only one who does giveaways, right?
What? Daniel just did a giveaway.
Did you not tune in, Tritonius? Was you asleep? Disappointed.
It's not that Deb remembers Mob Crush on Facebook. It's like I literally don't have the links. Also, I'm a bit lazy, so.
Someone's asking about a medic bundle or crystal in the store.
Medic bundle or crystal in the store. We have
Oliver Gez. Oliver
Yeah, we have something planned. So yeah, soon. That's the answer we can get.
In general, with all of these types of plans, we only lock them in so far advanced. I did mention this in my Ask the Matrix. You should watch my Ask the Matrix. We only plan so far in advance, and we only lock that plan in a week or 2 weeks in advance. So when you ask, will there be a crystal or will there be a bundle, the general answer is we would like to get one around soon. But if you're asking, very specifics, we don't have the answer yet because we try to customize everything to be in the right mood and the right balance.
Yeah. And to iterate everything so it's not content week, it's the same as the last week. We try to do things in a way that we can show more in the same time.
Yeah, because some players want medics, some players want gunners, some players want one specific bot. We actually, in some of the emails we get every morning, someone is always asking for one specific bot because it's either their favorite or the one they don't have. So it's really hard to cater to everyone.
Well,
Can you wrap up about talking about power cores? Explain a little bit.
No.
Okay.
Pablo asked, can we wrap up and explain more about power cores?
I think we've said quite a lot.
I think we've already probably said too much. It's one of those features that we've been working on a long time, and we're just like, to us, we want to share it all, we want to get it out there, but it's still in the place where it could actually change. So yeah, I would rather probably at the end of this sprint it will be locked in enough we can start sharing things. We'll have some of the flashy graphics and art and stuff like that.
Yeah, the art's looking really
so
cool.
it'll look nice. It doesn't look like anything we have, so it's one of our Sean, our UI UX guy, really went nuts on it. It's got some really nice quality art. Yeah.
Good stuff. That's it.
And Pablo's giving us this. He's giving us this with thumbs down, telling us we're done. So that's it for us today. Thank you for tuning in.
Thanks, guys.
Be sure you hop in for the event this weekend. Grab some Kremzeeks. Go burn some defenses and hack some defenses and have some fun with the event. And look forward to next week with more Kremzeeks.
Deb will be back.
Deb and Adam will be back next week.
The Matrix. The Matrix is fine.
I see who their favorite is. That's fine.
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, thanks everyone for tuning in. And have a good day and good weekend.
See you guys.
Bye.
Power flows to the one who knows how. Desire alone is not enough. Freedom is the right of all sentient beings. Megatron must be stopped, no matter the cost. Autobots, roll out! We cannot let the humans pay for our mistakes!